That's because you're live now.
W1Z8 it said, 123.
Back to the drawing board. That's all right. Here to learn. Two, apparently. Oh, three.
Hello and good morning. I think this week, it's part 5, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, put it down as part 5. So it's part 5, and this week we're having a look at CCIP. It's not going to be a very long stream today, to be fair. In most of the scenarios with A10Cs, I say most, there's a lot more SAMs and things, and you're not going to get away with using CCIP and SAMs and flying over things as such, to be fair. And you're more likely to get ripped to shit. But hey ho, we're going to go through the process. Right, so I've got my cup of tea. You got your cup of tea? Coffee, whatever? Beer?
Yeah. Cherry Tango.
The Cherry Tango. Let me switch you on. Can you just give me a level?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Ah, yeah, you're right. You're going through the system from what I can see. So people can hear you. Okay, start up. Are you going to be able to start up by yourself, or do you want me to go through it?
We'll go through it. We'll keep going through it until...
Okay, because it's been a week or two. Just one moment. I've got to go and shut the bathroom door. Would you believe? There's a window in the bathroom and the light shines through, and when you're on OLED it's not great because my door's open. Okay, let me think. Let me just sort my handles out. Move a couple of switches round. Right, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so down by the right knee, you'll see 2 rows of switches. So we're going to put the battery power on and the inverter standby up. And then we're going to put the APU on. So the APU's on your left, round about just in front of your left knee. You should see the APU start just over the other side of the yellow handle.
Yep.
And then we'll wait for the APU to come on, which we can see the indicators down on the bottom gauges on the right hand side of the dash. Once the APU indicator is up to 100%, we can start the APU generator. And then once we start the APU generator, we can continue with the startup of the aircraft. So if we look down on the right butt cheek, you've got 5 knobs looking like a figure of 5 on a dice. At the top left one of those, we've got a small toggle called position flash, and we're going to move that to the forward position.
Yep.
Once it's in the forward position, your lights will not start until you either hit left control P, or you've got a warthog, in which case you need to put the left hand pinky switch aft. Once you do that, you'll see the lights on. If you haven't got a warthog, left control P should do it, and those should be flashing.
Yep.
But when you've done that, if you look by your right thigh, you'll see a little keyboard. There's 2 toggles underneath that, CDU and EGI. We're going to switch them both forward.
Done that.
We're going to look at the right MFCD, which is the screen on the front of the dash, the right hand side one, and move it to day, as distinct from tomorrow, sorry. And we're going to do the same for the left hand one. Once we've done the left hand knob, if we look down, we'll see 3 rows of toggles, ignoring the little ones in between. On the bottom row, we're going to hit CICU up, jitters up, or JTRS, and we're going to put the IFC to test. And then in the hood, you'll see engage pre-flight bit. Bit literally means built-in test. And we're going to hit enter to confirm the request. So it'll run a test.
Yep.
Okay. While we're waiting for that, we're going to move the left throttle forward into the idle position. I think that's right shift and home. And if we look, could be right alt and home. And if we look on the right hand indicator panels by the right knee, we'll see engine start cycle. And also the left column of dials is started to rotate.
Correct.
Pull up.
You should also get a pull up, and shortly you'll also get a master caution. You should hear all the shout outs for the symbology and see master caution flashing.
Yep.
Okay, master caution is flashing because
We've got the APU on at the same time as the engines.
we got the APU on, right, or the APU generator on at the same time as the engines generator.
Yes.
So if you look on your right hand side knee, you'll see the bottom left APU, right, which is flashing on the lower left.
Correct.
And that's what throws this warning, but we can ignore it, hit the master caution light, and it will go off. The reason it does it is because some guys sat in your plane and flicked a few switches before you got in, and the switches that he flicked include AC generator power. So as soon as your engine comes on, it's generating AC power, as is your APU generator, and that's why you get the warning. Okay, never used to happen. Right, once that's done, if we do a load all on the screen on the left hand side, which is the button on the bottom right on the right hand column, just waiting for those little indicators to come back on the MFCDs.
Yep.
Has yours come back already? Right, mine are back. Hit CDU on the right hand side screen and you'll see ins nav ready is not flashing and T equals with a number that's slowly moving up. Okay, that's the alignment going on. Okay, start your right engine. If you notice on the alarm panel on your right knee, the engine start cycle has gone. So we're going to start the right hand engine by moving, I think it's control and home or whatever you've got set, and it'll go engine start cycle and you'll see the second column going increasing. So now we're going to wait until we see ins nav ready flashing and T equals 4008. Is that because I haven't talked so much or what? Because normally, obviously, we beat it, don't we? And we wait, you know what I mean?
No, we are going through it quite quickly today, yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't hanging around.
Oh, that's all right. So as soon as it reaches 4008, you can see ins and nav ready flashing.
Yep.
Okay, so it's aligned. So what does alignment do?
It's matching up with 3 satellites up in the sky.
At least 3.
Okay. Well, I'm doing quite well today.
No, you get in there.
That's right.
Okay, right. So once it's aligned, it's basically establishing its place in 3D space. So if we hit the nav button, okay.
No. Oh yeah. Yep.
That's on that screen. You see the little asterisk. Look behind the joystick, and we're going to move HARS to EGI, and we're going to move TCN or TACAN to steer point.
Done that.
Okay, moving over to the left, there's 4 little switches or toggles in front of the throttles, which is yaw SAS and pitch SAS. We're going to switch those on. That's stability augmentation system, which basically smooths the input to the plane when you're flying. And just underneath at the back of the throttles, we've got the EAC and also the radar altimeter. We're going to put those on.
I've got the EAC, which is the radar altimeter.
Radar altimeter is next to it. It depends where your view is. They can be hidden by the throttles.
I've got EAC on. Oh, right. No.
Yeah, it's literally next to it. So you've got EAC on the left. Yeah. It might be forward by default.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to put the radios on because I remembered this time. So top radio is the left knob. Middle radio is the left knob. Bottom radio is the right knob. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Oh, everyone's gone now. Bar one. Or maybe not. Especially if they're shifting between 2 streams.
Yeah.
So what we're going to be doing today is CCIP, but we'll get there in a minute. Okay, right. At this point, you should see in your HUD that the test is finished.
Yep, no failures found.
So you can hit enter, which will basically confirm the exit, and then use the select to go down to exit. Hey, Mr. Camel. 10 months to still no hover lessons. How are you? Right, so hit enter when it says exit.
Yeah, did that.
And then, and then we should be at the main menu, but you won't see it. So use the seat adjustment, which is on the left knee. Okay, and then use the little button at the bottom to lower your seat so you can see the main menu at the top. How are you, Camel? Hope you're doing well.
Yep.
Okay, and then once you've done that, with the IFC on the lower left at the bottom by the knee, pop the right switch up and you should now have a hood.
Yep.
Okay, and adjust your hood so that the heading ribbon is towards the bottom or right at the bottom of your hood. And that way you'll be able to see the little thing at the top as well. Okay?
Yep.
Right. Over on the right hand side you'll see we've still got 3 alerts. One's APU gen, one is anti-skid, one is seat not armed. Anti-skid is diagonally down on the left hand MFCD from the top right to the bottom left. Keep going, you'll see a little toggle switch. We switch that up. I take it it's in the evening time for you, Mr. Camel. Okay, have you done that? And we can shut the canopy, which is the switch on the right hand side, and when you shut it you'll find it'll go quieter. In fact, I've got no audio at all. Let me just turn it on. Okie dokie. So we can switch the APU off, which is the APU switch on the top left by the right knee of those 6 switches, and we can also switch the APU itself off. Okay. Don't forget to uncage the standby attitude indicator on the dash on the left hand side.
On that.
And we need to load some weapons. Okay.
Yep.
Right, so today obviously we're going to be doing CCIP, which unlike CCRP, which is calculated release points, this is a calculated impact point, and it uses a different technique to drop bombs. It's primarily aimed at dumb bombs, so we're going to be putting some dumb bombs on today. Okay, so call up the weapons load. Call up the your default Maverick one, and we'll just change some of the things that are going on.
Yeah, you don't have that one, but I've just put on the 2 air-to-air and the jamming pod so far.
Okie dokie. Let me get rid of my missiles that are already on. So you want the 2 air-to-air. There's the jamming pod on the one wing. You can take the TGP with you. Right, but we won't need it for picking targets or anything like that. So on station 3, if we go to bombs, there should be a Mark 82 500-pound bombs, which are towards the bottom of the BRU 42.
Yep.
And you'll see Mark 82, 3 Mark 82s. We need to go with 3s, otherwise it'll be over and done with before we start.
Okay.
And then just inside that on station 4, we're going to put Mark 82 air balut.
Okay. 3 again.
Okay. Yeah. So they like basically something to retard their speed. So it's like a little parachute.
Okay.
And then we'll put the same on the other side. Normal 500s on the outer one, so they're symmetrical with the others. And we'll put the Mark 82 airs in the middle. You'll notice we're a little bit overweight now. Okay, have you got those?
Yep.
Right, can you see the total weight is orange?
Yep, 47,126.
So if you drop your fuel down to, say, 80%, You should be within parameters.
Yep.
So that gives us enough headroom, okay? I'll change my livery. And then when you're done, say OK and make sure you get copies.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
If anyone's got any questions, please feel free to jump in. This is like sort of week 5. Okay, we'll just wait for those to load. Remember, it's doing the fuel first, so it'll suck some of the fuel out. And I don't think you'll like this, to be honest, at all.
No.
So while we're waiting, what is the advantage of using CCIP for dumb bombs? In fact, what's the difference between a dumb bomb and a not so dumb bomb? And did you know that dumb has a B in it?
Yeah? Why would it not have a B in it?
It's some reference to something that I'm not going to mention, but it's a reference. Don't worry. I'll explain it after. Yeah, that's... So, go on then. What's the difference between dumb bombs and not dumb bombs?
So, dumb bomb will be...
Hey, bullet.
Fly over and use your HUD to not your HUD, part of your HUD, to drop it on the target, and the not so dumb bombs, you can literally just not look where you're going and drop it when it says to drop it.
Yeah, more or less, but I think Camel summarised it nicely. One's guided, one isn't.
Okay.
So a guided bomb uses either GPS or laser. Such as, say, the CBU 105 has a tail kit on, and that tail kit steers it to a GPS point that we select, whereas the CBU 97 doesn't. So it's pretty dumb. It sort of goes where we tell it to, at the mercy of wind and everything else, speed and so on and so on.
Yeah.
What's the disadvantage of CCIP? And I don't know whether you know it, just if you have a guess.
Easy to miss?
Nope. It is easy to miss, but there is... Did I say advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, what's the disadvantage?
You have to get lower.
Which means?
You're gonna get a bit holy.
It's dangerous, basically.
Yeah.
With CCIP, the normal way, and I say the normal way, I've noticed a few people using a subtly different way, but the normal way is to dive. When you dive down, you see a pipper.
Yes.
And you're talking between about 30 to 45 degrees. And of course, as you're diving down towards the enemy, which is why I said at the beginning, it's not something we do that often due to the nature of the things we're going after. However,
why are we doing it then?
because it's part of it, it's part of the plane. We're doing it because that is one of the modes. If you're going after ships or anything like that, it's quite good actually, quite satisfying to dive down with a bunch of thingamajigs. Bear in mind these planes are not made for seed. However, we do use them for seed and stuff like that. It's just that over time the missions have become a lot more sophisticated. Oh yeah, bombing runways as well. That's why your £2,000 bomb is a dumb bomb, your runway one. Right, okay, so you should have got a message on the bottom of your screens at the moment, because we've changed the weapons after initialising the plane.
Yep.
So acknowledge that, go to dismiss, You'll see it's all red, and then change it when you can. So all I'm doing is pressing and holding the COM button, hit the load button, move the load button to here, hit load, load dismiss, and this only takes literally 4 seconds, as you'll see in a minute. There we go, and now it knows what bombs it's got. We'll get rid of the load button and we'll put the COM button back.
You said you use load TGP, right, instead of load all.
Load DSMS.
Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Digital Stores Management System. Camel, of course, for those watching, is, I don't know whether I should call them subscribers or antagonists. I'm never quite sure. But the general thought is, as soon as somebody subscribes, they can come and take the piss, which is what normally happens. So Camel's been asking to hover. I show him multiple times, but the trouble is, he's got the retention of a goldfish. So I'll show him, and then next time he comes on, he never knows how to hover
I
again.
was doing it way before I was.
You were, yeah. To be fair. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so there's a couple more things. Where were we? Okay, so what's an advantage of CCIP?
More accurate.
Exactly, more accurate. So you're coming down at an angle, you'll be coming down at a speed, so your bomb is going to carry on that trajectory, right? And therefore not be so impacted by, say, the wind. So if you'd got a CBU 97, which is unguided, which is a dumb bomb, you could basically drop that CCIP no problem at all. Okay?
Yep.
Right, let's carry on with the startup then. What other things? Now we've changed our weapons, what else can we do? We're just about to take off in a minute. So, yeah, pitot heater and countermeasures can be switched on, and we'll move the fuel over. And you should see you got about 8,000 something pounds. We need to get rid of the chucks.
Yeah.
So ground crew chucks, that's the word, not chucks. That was the northern version.
Remove the wheel chocks.
We also need to set the net code. Group 33. Right, I'm going to start the mission, take off, but before I fly up enough to trigger the convoy, we'll get up a little bit of height and then have a little look at the angle coming down to dive. Okay, you will need your speed brakes. I assume your speed brakes are already set.
Yeah.
So we'll just go through a process with CCIP just to have a little look at when the target appears, and you'll see what the problems are likely to be. So once you get an idea, and once we go through some of the things you can set up, then we'll trigger the convoy. And I want you to go for the convoy.
The moving convoy.
The moving convoy.
Oh dear.
Right? Now don't worry if you get blown up or anything, that's absolutely fine and entertaining. Don't worry, I don't like CCIP particularly either, to be fair. But what we're going to do, if you think about it, right, you've got a convoy moving along a road and it does move quite quick. You'll have one anti-air in there, just one little vehicle, okay? So if you're moving along which way would be the better way to attack the convoy?
With the wind.
With the wind, we don't know where the wind is.
Okay. So them, like, I don't think coming towards you, so them going away from you?
But if they're going away from you, and depending where you drop your bombs, you might find they're driving away from the bomb.
Yeah. So towards you then.
So if you do it when they're coming towards you, right?
Instead of dropping it in front of them, you'll be dropping them in front of them.
Sort of. But which bombs should we use? We've got the windy ones, right? And we've got the one.
We want bullets.
Right. If we go towards them, and as we drop the wind ones, they're gonna slow down, aren't they, and drop? Which means that we can drop sort of a little bit ahead, perhaps. And
You're gonna have to get the timing really perfect, right?
yeah, possibly. But what we'll do first is just have a fly around and see. All right, I'll start the mission.
Okay.
If they end up sort of there already, then so be it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just bear with me 1 second. We'll get some text coming out, some audio.
Attention all aircraft. There are reports of an enemy convoy exiting the town located on the northeast coast of the lake. They are headed northbound on the highway to their outpost on the northern outskirts of Ust-Labinsk. Take out the convoy first, and then lay waste to the outpost.
Okay, so when we start going up, when we actually trigger them, they'll have red smoke at the last one. Now, I said we'll bring a TGP. The reason why I'm sort of said bring a TGP is we can put it to white hot, so it makes it easier for you to spot the convoy. They come along the usual predetermined route, so once you know where the red smoke is, you can sort of follow the road. So it'll give you an idea of where to look to go in for them. But before you actually attempt it, I would, as I said, have a fly around and we'll see what it looks like when you're going in to move for a CCIP bombing run, okay? Right, I also, as best as you can, because the next 2 weeks, should be 2 weeks today, we'll possibly start looking at ILS.
Yeah.
Which is, no, it's good fun. You'll like that. No, it's really quite good. And you'll be pleased to know that we won't be doing a full start-up. We'll be doing a hot start.
No.
No, you do a hot start because you'll be crashing a lot. And I think that you'll find that when we come onto the foggy one, right, I can make you do a normal start for the daylight one, so we can go through the motions, and then when we put the fog on, we'll have a hot start for you. And that way around, you can just take off and then try the ILS.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, let's go. I'll pull out first. I'll go past you. What have we got to do when we start to move?
Request.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that. We're way past talking to ATC at the moment. Basically, put your nose wheel steering on.
Oh yeah.
I'm not quite sure where you are because the hangars by me are still closed.
Okay.
It's probably open to you, but not to me. Right, let me turn my intensity up, see if it helps the view with the screen. To be honest, I really like the CCIP in the Harrier. It's so much nicer, and I think it is with the F18. You have a stick with a little cross at the bottom or something. Whereas this is like sort of, it is quite hairy. So don't be surprised if you crash or get shot the shit out of.
Okay.
Mel, have you seen the new updated F14 by Heatwiller coming?
I've heard about it. You can, if you want to. Oh, when I'm in this, you mean?
OMG,
Right, yeah,
that's amazing.
this was in Foothold. We was doing it. Would we be using the jammer sort of thing?
Oh yeah, if I wouldn't be using CCIP, but I'd definitely use the jammer. So the jammer on this, you've got air-to-air, right? So that's planes. You've also got a number 1 and a number 2. And the number 1 is anything up to an SA9, and an SA10 and above is number 2.
Okay.
And you basically select the jamming mode on the panel on the front where it says at the moment standby air, and then you enable it by pressing the Z axis on your countermeasure switch, which is like pressing it down in. Do you know what I mean? Not up, back, left or right, pressing it in, holding it, and then it'll engage, and then you let go until you hold it in again. I've seen bits about it. I haven't really paid too much attention. I've got the F14 that I haven't flown yet, and I've also got the F16 that I haven't flown yet, and I've got the C-130 I haven't flown yet. So I've got a few things I need to catch up on at some point. Having another plane, I don't know. I hear the F14 as it is good. I don't know what the difference is with the thingamajig. But there is another plane. Was it the F100? Is it the F100 or the 4E? I can't remember. There's getting too many planes for me now, to be fair, Mr. Camel. 3301 taking, sorry, stop that.
The 14B is a pain upgrade, but they are also updating the A and B models.
Ah, right. Oh, Paige, yeah.
36 said,
Hey, Macca.
how's it going?
Oh, good, matey. How are you? Right, at this point, when you're holding short of the runway, switch on the seat ejection and also change your lights so that you've got anti-collision lights on. So you put your normal lights to steady and put your anti-collision lights on before we go on the runway. I nearly forgot. Have you switched? Yeah, you got another notch on your navigation lights. So you went to the middle, which is off, and you need to go one more. That's it. There you go. Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3301 taking active 27 Krasnodar Central. So I'm going to fly around a little bit. I won't go mad, and we're going to get some height. By starting the mission a little bit earlier, it means that one of the other missions won't trigger and shoot us down. Okay, QFE is 2982.
Got Mav's working. Lots of fun.
Mav's working on which?
In the Viper.
Ah. Okay. Right, run it up to 80. So you got them all working now. That should help a little bit. They won't be any good for the airports, though, for the runways. And when I looked at the map yesterday, I noticed they'd got sunny back as well, again. Okay, one in the green. You in the green?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was expecting 2 in the green.
Well, I didn't know. I was like, do I say 94 in the green? You gave me the number 94. I'm like, 94.
Yeah, you could be. It's 94 in the green is fine.
Okay.
Right.
Hey. The main one says to say 2 in the green. But I'm like, am I allowed to do that? So I stay
You... No, you should have said it. It's fine. Right, what I'm going to do then is I'll take off. You follow 2 seconds behind. I want you to chain left. Just beware of the kick of the wind across the runway. I want you to chain left. I'll back off, get on my wing. It's a 5-degree climb. And then we'll get some height and then just go through the motions and look at some of the settings before we move to the target area. Okay? Okay, running my engines up. 1 rolling, brakes. Oh, I thought that was not working then. It wouldn't have surprised me, I forgot to check. Right, when you get to 70, just drop off the nose wheel steering. This is fun. Right, I'm going to pull back on the stick. Should climb it to about 150 odd, 160 odd. Get up to about 5. You see the wind suddenly kicking there. Okay, you up?
Yep. I think I've got issues there.
In what way?
Master caution alarm's going off for some reason.
Okay.
Some alarm's going off. It's not a master caution.
Is it just beeping? Is it?
Shit.
Hang on. What was it doing? Was it beeping at you or what?
Yeah, it's beeping and it's got a red handle.
Okay. So is your landing gear up or down?
Yeah, the right wheel is busted.
You bust it. So you were going too fast, or you sort of banked over as you went up?
I was going okay. It just got really bumpy in the middle.
Yeah, mine went a bit weird, but that was my fault. Okay, so don't worry about your wheel because you'll probably be dead anyway. So let's work without your wheel. So no. Let's this is not going to be the first time you start up today. I don't think. Okay, can you see where I am? I roll round to the right, and I'm flying level at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, can you get on my wing? If you will, I'll just back off on the speed. I'm only flying about just under 2,000 feet.
I know you're cutting the grass, but you're going too quick for me.
Yeah, I've slowed down, don't worry. Especially when you've got a hanger, it will slow you down a little bit. That's what happens when you get old as well. You end up with your undercarriage half hanging out.
Yeah, I've lost you now.
Okay, how are you going to find me?
With the ads somehow.
Okay, so if you look at your TAD, you should see me in a bluey purple.
Oh yeah.
And all you need to do is put your cursor over TMS up short once and you'll hook me. And then as you start to turn in the right direction, you're going to see dash lines coming from you in your hood, which point towards me, and I'll be the little dash box. So if we look on here, there's Wiz. Did that work all right?
No, I'm trying to get the
Okay.
TMS.
Up short. And then try and get on my left wing. So you have a month away and that's it, all to cock, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm
What, me? I was all over the place.
No, me.
Oh, you, yeah.
I think
It's some...
to take off before I took off. I probably should have.
You should have moved with me about 2 seconds later. Although it might have been a good idea because my steering was a bit all over the place. Right. Also, don't forget to put your... I don't know... Oh, I know why I go there. Don't forget to put your QFE back to 2992. Assuming you changed it.
Did not.
Any reason for that?
Thinking about other stuff.
Okay.
I cannot see these dash markers. I've got a yellow broken. No, I haven't even got that now.
Okay, so why do you think you can't see a dashed marker in your hood?
Is it? Oh, there you go. I got it this time.
There you go, yeah. So you can see where I'm probably lower than you are at the moment.
Yeah, I'm at 4,002.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll come up, alright.
There's no way of switching this noise off, is there?
Which noise?
The landing gear.
There is a mute button, a silence alarm. It's called LG silence alarm, maybe on your left thigh, but it's on my throttle, so just bear with me 1 minute. There should be a button. There is something I forgot to do as well, and you probably forgot to do it as well, which probably contributed to what happened to you, and that is we forgot to do the takeoff trim. Now I'm just looking for this button and I can't see it, but it's going to be here somewhere. So I know it's on my throttle, right? It'll probably be in here, but I can't see it. There's you can't do it that way. If you press, is it master caution doing or just the button?
Just the landing gear knob.
Those are just radios. I can't see where the button is. If you press the landing gear knob, does it change? I'm sure there's a silence. Wait a bit. Yeah, I can't see it. Let me do it with the controls. I'm still climbing, but not much. So try and keep up. Right. Landing gear, engine control panel. Oh, there's no keyboard control for it.
Okay.
It just says engine control panel, landing gear, warning, silence. We better try and work out where the hell that is.
I don't know.
Pardon?
It don't matter too much.
Yeah, but you're going to hear it all the way up, aren't you?
Yes.
Because I've got the radios there. It's probably under my throttle. Let me check on there. Landing gear. Oh, there's a harsh and a fast direct if ever you've got a problem with anything, but I can't see the can't see the silence knob. Master caution's not on, is it? I'm guessing it. I'm guessing it's like under the throttle, but I can't see. Ah, yeah, found it. So if you look, you know where your autopilot is, the little toggle on the left, just in front of that, there's a little black button. Can you see where your autopilot says path? Yeah, LG warn silence. Press it.
Okay. That's done it.
You're welcome.
But with this one gear down, it's really hard
To what?
to fly.
You'll get used to it, don't worry. Right, I'm at 8,000 odd, and you should be able to get to 8,000. I've backed off on the speed. Can you see me okay?
I was following you, but now I've lost you.
Yeah, I've climbed. That's all probably. Can't see you on the thing. Let me zoom out. Oh, right, I see. You're about 5 miles away, so. Okay, I've slowed right the way down. You should be able to catch me. Right, anyone got any questions at the moment? I see Shifty's back, which is good. Streaming again. How many of you got Shifty on and me on at the same time in 2 different windows? That's the question. Right. Are you on autopilot by any chance?
No.
Okay. What speed you doing? Maybe. Yeah, I told you, didn't I?
255.
Okay, speed up a bit if you can.
It's full throttle.
That's full throttle? Okay. Do you want me to find you?
I can see you. Just can't catch you.
Right, I'm at 240 something. It's slower than I should be, really, but it's all right.
You know.
Yeah, it's usually Shifty used to stream till about 12, and then I used to come on at about 12 till 4 or something like that, going back in the day when I used to stream during the week. But then work got completely in the way.
Bombs won't even work with the gear down, will it? Don't on the F-18. I don't know if it does on the A10.
I don't know, but let's go through the motions. As I said, I wouldn't worry too much. Right, while we're going along, put yourself in autopilot on level and head in.
Yep.
And then do your master arm. We don't need the laser, put your TGP on, gun pack, etc. Let's just pull that back up.
Yep.
Okay, and then go to dismiss.
Yep.
Okay, this time round we're going to go via the profile. So hit profile.
Yep.
And you can see you've got your Mark 82s and your Mark 82. I can't remember what APO. Yeah, okay. So just choose the Mark 82s for now by using the up and down arrow. And then hit the view profile at the top.
Okay.
So you can see on the bottom right, you've seen this screen before, but it's different depending on what we're dropping. But you can see you've got mode CCIP, okay? At the top right, we've got a single. So if you click that, you can see we can drop singles, pairs, obviously singles are 1s, pairs are 2s. If you click it again, you've got a ripple single.
Yeah.
So you can choose the quantity and the spacing. Okay? When you choose the quantity, say you're going to choose 2, always select the number first on your upfront controller.
Right. Yeah.
and then the button next to quantity.
Are we doing that then?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
And then, right, where you've got feet, same thing. So we're going for a convoy where they're not going to be that far apart. I don't know what the lower limit is, but you're going to get some splash in between. You don't literally have to hit every single one, right? So you can reduce 75 feet because that's quite a long way. I think they'll be closer to than that. So whether we go down as far as 50. Okay. Now, if you go to change setting on the lower left.
Yeah. Do we have to save this or not?
I think you'll be all right. You can see there's a couple of settings on there. Minimum altitude you can set, and you'll get a warning, and it won't let you fire, right? But what you want to look at is you see the SEM. Now, I can't remember the exact meaning of SEM, but it's something like safety escape maneuver, something like that. It's asking, how are you going to get away from when you drop the bombs? So you've got CLM, which is climb. And then you've also got turn. So when you drop your bombs, you're going to climb away or turn away. And then I can't remember what TLT is. Whether it's supposed to be climb, turn, or turn, climb, turn. And then none. I don't know why you'd put none. Okay, we'll just leave it on climb anyway. Not going to bother worrying about all the other settings. So we'll just hit save. Okay?
Yep.
Right. Now, in your hood,
See you.
when your hood is soy, you can use, why does it say CCIP invalid? There we go. Change to CCIP.
That's master something or other, isn't it?
Yeah, master. That's your radio, by the way.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, it's your master mode switch.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, so you change to CCIP. And then you'll notice as well that DMS left and right changes your buttons. Look at the profile on the bottom. See, Mark 82, Mark 82 Pro. Weapons off, can you see? Can you see them change in your hood? Okay, so Mark 82. Right. So,
Done that.
what's your height?
I was literally right next to you just a second ago.
Okay, right.
87.
Okie dokie, that's fine. You're a little bit higher. So if you look at your canopy in front, can you see on the bottom right of the canopy, on the front part, where your dash sticks out and you've got like a little corner? Can you see like what I mean? You haven't got the stream on. You know your canopy at the front. You've got your screen on the right hand side, and then the fascia of the dash sticks out, and then there's like a little bit of sticky out and then grey. Well, you can use that as a point of reference. So you find your targets that you want. You could be coming along, or you find your convoy. Use that corner, and then when your targets are in that corner, get your turn. And then turn into your targets for your dive, right? Don't worry, it'll make more sense when you're there. What I want you to do now is simulate a dive. to target, right? And you throttle back a bit and use your air brakes, but you won't see any pipper until you're down to about 30 to 45 degrees dive. Okay? And you'll have a dash line, or should have a dash line.
Warning.
Let's have a look.
I did have the dash line.
Okay, so you see the dash line, and then as you're going along, right, can you see it's a full line? And then you'll see the pipper underneath that. Can you see? Just go down. So your dash line is obviously, you're not ready to drop the bomb yet, usually. It's where your impact line, basically. On the CCRP, it's release line. So it's P-Brill, I think, or predicted bomb release line, and this one's a predicted bomb impact line. And you'll see it'll go solid, and as you keep going down, you'll see a pipper. Can you see the pipper? Right, so when you're there, literally, all you got to do is hit your button, and each time you hit the button, because it's on like a free fire type thing, it'll drop whatever you've set. So in the bombs we've got, it'll drop 2 at whatever distance apart you've done. Do you get the gist?
Yeah, sort of.
Right, okay, but you need to use your speed brakes to slow you down. Now, you don't need to be ridiculously high. The only reason we're as high as we are is just so that we can, you know, afford to dive down and sort of get back up. So try it a couple of times, and when you're happy with that, just basically let's go and do a practice run on the main base. And remember, you've got anti-air there as well. There's some trucks on the main base to the side of the road, so just try and bomb those, or do a bombing run there. So use the road to line yourself up. When you're close enough, dive. Now, the problem you'll find, there's a tendency to start diving too early. So you really want to dive just before you're on top of them, if that makes sense. You've got to sort of visualize to dive just before you start getting to them, and then you'll see the pipper and it will go solid once you're there. And if you're not sure, just go through the motions again, make sure you've got some height, and then head towards waypoint 1. I'm turning towards target now. But you get the gist. Alright, so just go towards waypoint 1. And we're just going to try this on the statics first, and then once we've done that, we'll try it on the convoy. The convoy will trigger on the way up, but it should still be on the road when we get there. Let's have a look. Right, I haven't fenced in, by the way, but we've switched everything on. Need to make sure you've got your countermeasures switched onto manual. If you want to change your jammer to anti-air or AAA, then set your jammer on, because when you go over to the main base, if you remember, there is a little anti-air gunner emplacement. You're sounding very quiet, which is telling me that you're not quite sure.
I'm just struggling to stay level at the moment because of this wheel. I can't
Right, the reason why your wheel's like that is because you were going too fast when you took off. So when you're trying to go level, just trim it out. That's really odd. What's your speed? Blimey. But yeah, your wheel's completely knacked. If you want to go and repair it, you can. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Have you, I noticed you also broadcasting your speed. Did you actually look for where the targets were?
No, I haven't done any of that yet.
Okay, yeah, you're broadcasting your speed at waypoint 1.
Yeah, how do I change that then?
In fact, it doesn't even look like that's waypoint 1. What the hell? Something might be a bit weird here. It's DMS long left. You've done it. Oh, I see. It's because of where we are. Don't worry. Hey, command. It looks like it. How are you, command? No, we were just literally flying. Wiz has got a slight problem with a wheel at the moment. Why is my light still on? There shouldn't be on. There we go. Wiz has got a slight problem with a wheel, but we were just going through the CCIP dive, so Wiz can see how that works. Yeah, it's because we're way past the target, that's all. That is my confusion. So let me go and find the target. Right. I just made a quick mark point. Move over to the mark points. Look, it's now on the ground. Push my camera over there. We're about 29 mile away.
Thanks for the raid, Iowa 8. And
hey! Thanks for that, Iowa.
thanks for the raid, Iowa 8, with your 9 awesome viewers.
It's so good we've done it twice.
Thank you so much for the raid, Iowa 8, with your 9.
Don't worry, that's 3 times.
Check out and follow Iowa 8, who was last seen playing DCS World over at 8.
Oh, some of it's worked.
Twitch.tv/Iowa 8.
Yeah, I've been.
Oh, yeah, alright. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Some of it worked off the raid. I've been fiddling, as you can tell, and the trouble is I'm not sure why. It should give you an auto shout out, but what I'm not sure of. Oh,
It did by the looks.
It gives you an auto shout out, but it also gave a shout out because there's 3 or 4 versions.
110 said, did you have a delay plug into the TDS?
No, but what it is on StreamerBot, I was playing with a few different things, and as a consequence, Convoy's already there, by the way. All right.
Okay.
So what I was doing was I'd got more than one thing. One that I normally use. Yeah, no worries. One that I normally use, and then there's also another few things, some automated, and what I didn't want to do was stop the ones that I knew working already and then added some embellished ones on. Hey, what I was going to say. So basically all of them were triggering, but they were all doing different things. So the one I was interested in is, did you get the auto shout out? The only problem is I don't know whether that was the auto shout out for the one thing or the other. But anyway. So I was having a play the other day, so that's fine. So now, after I've got to work out which one of those was the one that was actually working, and then mute the others so I can test. It's easier to test today than it is on a Saturday. It's a little bit more hectic on Saturdays. This is a bit chilled. Anyhow, welcome everybody, by the way. Welcome Iowa's viewers. This is lesson 5, so we've decided to talk about CCIP. But Wizard's got a bit of a problem because when Wiz took off a little bit late, as a consequence got the left landing gear hanging down with a burst tyre. What I didn't notice when that kicked off, did I get anything on screen pop up? Did anyone notice on the actual stream screen, as well as the speaking in the on the bot? Did anyone notice that? Because I didn't notice. I'm never, like, I'm focused on something else. And I'm not sure whether this is the right road here. I think it is.
Wheels are overrated anyway.
Yeah. It's just a bit of a problem when they hang down a bit. Gives you quite a bit of drag. Now I'm looking for... Oh, there we go. I think it's this way. Hopefully I'm not coming in the wrong way here. So I'm not, the SPI, which is there, it's just pointing at the area. It's not that I need it for the particular bomb. Let's see what happens. I'll probably get shot as well. I'll drop a couple of bombs. Let's see if I can get that back in. Oh no, there's no bombs left, they're all gone already. I want to say all gone. So, I hit a few targets. As you can see by the state of the aircraft, it is a lot more dangerous than... Okay, I've blown some up, you should have some smoke. So let's have a look. It's a lot more dangerous than CCIP, but it makes your bombs accurate, or should do, if you can manage to drop them down in a line. So I'm just going to climb up. You do have to dive really quite steep, around about 30 to 45 degrees. I think there's another way where you can come in a bit gentler, but that's how you're supposed to do it anyway. Let's turn around and circle and we can watch Wiz coming. I kind of see where I've just been. It's probably on top of it. Oh, there it is.
Have you invested in a motion rig?
Oh God, no. The only motion rig I would ever get, to be honest, the motion rigs I've seen so far are just... If I'm going to roll over, I want to roll over. If I'm going to fly my helicopter around and brake in an emergency brake, that's where I want to be. So all these motion rigs just give you what I would call a taste of it. They might be better in cars because when you're going round on, when you're going round in a car, they've got enough motion for that. That actually worked quite well, didn't it? Look, straight down that line. That's fine. But the problem is, when you're in a plane or a helicopter, you're not going to just roll a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And they don't really allow for that. So the only one I want, there was a game I played when I was possibly in my early 20s or so. And it was, I think it was an F-14 on the back of an aircraft carrier. And you took off, flew round, shot things, and then landed on the carrier to repair, refuel. You just basically had to get down again and then you were up again. But it was in a 360-degree sort of, not a cage, I can't remember for the life of me what the name was. But it was something like that. And as a consequence, right, the only way you knew you was upside down was because you could feel the blood rush to your head. That's the sort of thing I'd like.
Said, I have tried a few motion rigs, and it's nothing like what...
Yeah, exactly.
And that's speaking from a lot of experience.
Yeah. It's just a gentle sort of taste of it, as I said, isn't it, Camel? Whereas if you're doing it in real life, or you're using a 360 rig, you can feel all the pressure and the weight and the way the blood goes to your head and stuff like that. Yeah. Now there is one, there's a military one that I saw a couple of years ago. I think it was an outfit from New Zealand. I think. Could have been New Zealand or Australia. And that was like a mouse ball. And you sit in the middle and it rotates 360 degrees in whatever direction. If I put this on, it's going to up, isn't it? Eh? It's very old school. There we go. That's where we should be looking. and that just works so much better. But it's 100,000, and then it's 100,000 a year to service it. So at this point in time, I'm like, no, not yet.
Hello, Mel. Hello, Mel.
Oh, are you here?
210 I see a lot of people using them for racing sims, rallying and
I'm on a what's it now? You've got your targets in front of you, yes? See if you can get yourself lined up. See how you get on. Yeah, for racing, right, and experiencing the effect of G-force, right, then that's absolutely fine. Bearing in mind when you're going round a left corner, it should be tilting you right, so that it puts that pressure on you. But for flight sims, I got spoiled by that arcade game years ago. Can you see my follower goal? Look at that. 4 days to go. I had to do it. Most of my stuff is I'm not using OBS to stream, and I'm not using my computer to stream, and so I was having to find a way of getting overlays, but the overlays have to be on my screen, otherwise I can't get them. So the fact is that works, and I think follows and things. Right, you're too far away and too shallow. Can you see what I mean? And this is what people do. So by the time you get to your targets, what will happen is you're going to be on the floor. Because nothing is taking anything from my computer. Right, okay, targets are just past that junction, that like kite shape. You need to dive now, but you are quite low, relatively speaking. Yeah, it would. Just climb up, escape, climb up and escape, and then come back round. Actually did a good job on those trucks, to be fair, surprised. Yeah, you want to turn a bit as well. Get a bit more height. You don't need to be going too high to do this. The only reason I'm suggesting it at the moment is because it's new. And it just gives you a bit more leeway. So you've got the road on your right hand side. So when you come round, what I would do when you come back is not even start to go down until I was passing the thingamajig. Really? Is it, have you switched to CCIP? You're right the way down, yeah? You're not getting it? So your screwed up aircraft is, yeah, just go and land then, or better still, just jump out and go and get them and set them up again. Yeah, your wheel burst, basically, your tyre burst, and it's angled a little bit, which meant you were probably going too fast when you took off. You could get a bit of height, roll over and see if you can get it to close. Like, press the lever up and down, see if it opens and closes.
I think even if it's busted, it stops you being able to do those buttons. Even if you have it closed,
Do you know, I've never noticed. Right, okay. So while you're flying back or jumping out or whatever you do, it takes 3 minutes to fix it, but you'll have to stop it. If we go to the other weapons, which is the delay ones. If we go into there, these the right ones? Yep. So we need to change the fusing. So I'm going to change it to tail. Okay. And I'm going to leave the rest the same. So now when we're in the hood, as long as the hood is soy, we can change these to Mark 82s. Right, are you flying back now?
I'm trying to work out how to do divert again.
Oh, you don't have to do divert. That's just a way of example. If you go to waypoint 9, I think it is. And waypoint 9 will get you there. Right, so we've still got a few things down there, as you can see. Now, let's have a look. With these bombs, let's see, if I just press one, will it come out? Yeah, look. So this is where you've got like a parachutey thing on. So it will slow your bomb down. And then, you know, the speed of the plane isn't sort of causing such a major problem that it keeps on flying past the target. So that's what those are. But you've got to have it on tail fusing. Otherwise it won't go. Right, so let's find my target, which is over there. And I'll drop some of these. Now this is on, when you press the button, it'll drop. By the way, if you just press your button, you don't need to be diving. If you just press your weapon release, does one release? Yeah. And make sure they're selecting, just drop one. Have you got profile? If you look in your, make your hood soy, and then DMS short, left or right, it'll select the different profiles. Okay, change it. And then just press your weapon release once. Yes, it does. There you go. All right, get back and then get changed. Rearm, reload. I've overshot this a little bit. I'll come in the other way.
Oh yeah, now I see the reticle.
Do you see what I mean? You really have to go steep.
It was steep, yeah. It was like...
I know.
Our resistance fighters in the area were able to set up a smoke marker on the last vehicle in the convoy. They're activating the smoke marker now.
6521 said, Mr. Manager.
Hey Mustang. How are you today? Right, so basically this is very much a press the button and it releases a bomb. But again, we can improve the accuracy, and I'll explain it to you when I've just dropped these other bombs. And we've got something called consent to fire, and we've got a 3.9 and a 5mm. I wasn't going to. No, is there something you wanted to know? I don't even think Chinook is on this map, to be honest. This is a very old map that I've got on. Landing it is a pain in the ass. You have to be really careful. Are you getting so far and then it's dropping out the sky? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Right. I know what I'm going to
Yes, I
say.
guess.
It sort of is. Is that with weight when you've got things on it? I got my head tracking. There we go. Can you see how low down I am already? Look.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Not even getting a pipper, am I? Because I've had to come in like this, but it'll still work.
Pull up, pull up.
Oh, there's my pipper over there. Look. Jeez, that was terrible. Let's go around again. I could do with better coming in at a nice line, nice and steady. I think because I was just on the turn, it's pushing that pipper over to the left, which is why I couldn't see it. Well, let's get a little bit of height. Yeah, I think it's just a case of practice. So when you're coming in, right?
My speed as low as I can and ensure my descent is controlled, but as soon as I get close, there's no lift and I drop like a sack of potatoes.
And that's with weight. I think that's where your problem probably is. When you say you reduce your speed to nothing, how high are you?
No empty.
Empty. Let's have a look. It is a pain in the ass. It used to be a lot worse. Right, let's see if I can get round without turning while I'm going and get back on these.
What should I do to not crash?
Don't stop quite so high for a start. I'm not sure how high. Just keep moving as much as you can, because then at least you shouldn't be going into a VRS. And you might need to give it a little bit more than you think in terms of power, rather than collective. I think on that it's more of a power issue. But just try and keep moving until you're at the level that if it does drop, you're that close to the floor that it's called a landing. Yeah, just give it a whirl. It does take a bit of getting used to. It used to be a lot worse. See if we can get this line a nice straight line this time. So that should more or less be over the things I want. Oh, too far away. Look, can you see where the bomb pipper is? Look.
Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Have I blown anything up then? Probably not. Probably got no bombs left. Yep. All gone. Right, okay, so just dropping bombs like that is really quite difficult. You can literally just press the button and that's it. There is... Are you still coming into land?
Yeah.
Okay. If you go... Alright, no worries.
Practice with the white line and
Oh yeah, it's a pain in... Oh right, I gotcha. If you drop this down one notch...
at the right angle, because I think that's just
Right. Can you see here, look? Yeah, it makes quite a bit difference, doesn't it? And the thing is, if you slightly offer on the turn, as I found out on the one run, it pushes the pipper off to the side. Because if you think about it, you've got an inertia when you're turning, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you release a bomb, that bomb's going to go off towards the side that you're turning away from, if that makes sense. So while you're doing that, I'm just explaining these other bits. You've got CCIP consent, and if I choose, is it enter or select? Oh, come on. I can't even remember how to change it. Data. There we go. So you've got two. One is 3.9 and one is 5mm and one is off. So what that does is 3.9, right, is when you have a pipper, like you see on your gun's pipper, you'll see your pipper, which is a circle, but you've got a little dash at 3 o'clock and at 9 o'clock. So when you go down to dive, instead of just pressing your button and letting go, you'll press and hold it until it crosses the 3.9 line within the pipper, within the circle. If you've got 5mm, it puts a 5mm circle. Hey CJ, how are you? If you do a 5mm, it puts a 5mm circle around the centre of the pipper. And then when you drop the bomb, you'll have a drop line, and that drop line must go through that 5mm circle, otherwise it won't drop. And that's to make you more accurate. If we now move this up, hopefully I'll go the right way. Right. Let's see if I can show you the line even though I've got no bombs. There's the line. Let's go down. Let's go down. I've got no bombs. It's not showing me. So you get a 5mm circle around the thingamajig. I'll go back and I'll get some more weapons, some more ammo. Right. Let me do a divert, which is what it was trying to do. So you go function, nav, choose divert, choose Krasnodar Central, second one down, check runway 2729. Okay, the problem is, of course, as I usually show you, shift and K to bring the knee board up. Go and find Krasnodar Central. You'll see all the maps in a minute. There it is. Krasnodar Central, the one we call in 27, is 261. Sipping a cup of coffee. Are you at work, are you? Yeah, I am at the moment. So change this to 270. Sorry, 261 even. Like the map. There we go. And that's where my runway is. That's where the airbase is, and this is how far out I am. I'm a bit close actually. Very close. So let's go over here. You'll see that line coming quite fast, because I think I'm literally just down the way. Yeah, it is. Look, so it's just down here. which is going to be quite difficult to get to and get down. So I'm using that now. I can see how far out I am, and I'm trying to go towards the line. Let me give myself a little bit of right, there we go. So I'm going to push at 90 degrees to this line, keep an eye on it, and I've got to wait. Hopefully I'm at the right place. Got to wait until it's really windy. Wait until this line closes that gap there, and this and that are pointing at the same place. I'm only 7 miles away, so it's going to be quite a difficult one to do. Not going too fast. See if I can land from here. Now I know just by, because I've got head tracking on, there's the base. As I said, I was quite close. So as I get in line with a runway, the runway is indicated by this line here. There's the base. You can see it getting closer. The line's coming in. So what I'm suggesting is seeing if I can actually get down, which is a bit closer than I want it to be. Can you see the way those lines are closing together? So I would turn just before they're that close, and I'm going to come down as well. Shouldn't really have that on, should I? Don't want to bomb them. I'm not sure whether I'll make it, but I might. Just a little bit more to the left. There's the runway. Oh. I'm going a little bit quick here. It's also very windy. I'll have to get around. No way can I land at this speed.
Pull up, pull up.
I can't slow down quick enough. Look.
Altitude, altitude.
Oh, might do. Might do.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Drop my brakes now.
Just repairing. Be right back.
There we go. I actually got down. That surprised me. I didn't think we would from there. Let's turn around without going on the grass. If we go on the grass, the chances are we'll get stuck. I didn't think I'd get slow enough, to be fair. I was about to do a left turn and come round again, and then land. That's because I wasn't paying attention when I was coming down, when I was explaining everything, but let's see. There's no burst tyres or anything, which is always good. Now what I'll do is I'll put more weapons on, and I'll set it to 3.9, and I'll do it in singles so we can see hopefully what the difference is. And as you can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear that, that's rain. I might have to go and shut the window just in a second or two. So this is the 5th sort of time out with Wiz going through the A10. So what I'll do is clear this runway and then turn round.
Good idea.
Yeah. That's right. So I'm going to change these and just put on normal ones. Oh, have I done the wrong one? Oh, I've done the right one there. Let's have a look. Oh no, I've done it. Bombs. That gives us a few more bombs. And we'll set it. Oh, thank you very much. One cheer is there? Oh, you've done them all in one, you bugger. That actually popped up on the screen. That was quite useful. Thank you, CJ. Let's say okay. Right, I need to nip to the loo. I need to shut the window. I'm going to put the kettle on as well and make a cup of tea. So I'll be back in 2 ticks. And then we'll look at the 3.9 and 5mm, see how it goes. Just give us a minute. Should do that because I've got my NAS box sitting on the windowsill with the window open, which is not great. hopefully it's on. We've got everything back on again. See the message in the bottom telling me there's a note.
Share one
I'll get
share.
that any lighter.
Feel like a king, I suppose. Haven't seen your stream weekdays.
It's every other week Wednesday, so it's every 2 weeks on a Wednesday. Excuse me. I've been doing it for, well, we're 5 to probably about 10 weeks. But the thing is that I do it when the other half is at work for 12 hours. So I'm up at 6 and I've been helping Wiz, so it's every 2 weeks. But the last time we should have done it was when the temperature in the UK was like stupid hot, and I couldn't do it. On one of the days I could feel my breathing was a bit of an issue, which is not great, and there's no way I could have been in here streaming because the room just gets far too warm. Okay, you can see we got a problem there as before. So all we got to do is load, put the load button down there, hit the load button and load dismiss, and just wait a bit, and then I'll swap the buttons back, put the COM button from here, and then when we look at dismiss, it's all working. Okay, right, so yeah, so it's been a month since I last did it, which is why Wiz was a bit unsure. Are you back, Wiz?
Yeah.
Everything working?
Starting up again slowly.
Thank you
It's
for the
doing
follow, Wood Striker.
the alignment.
Oh, thank you for that, Wood Striker. Okay. See, all of this here, right, that just popped up on the screen, actually pops up on my screen. So on OBS it would be picking up my screen and overlaying on there, but as I'm not using OBS I had to try and find a way to do it. And so I've got transparent windows. So these transparent windows are, there's one there, and
Is there anything left there to bomb?
thank you very much. What was that? Sorry?
Is there anything left there to bomb?
Yeah, there will be. It's not so much what you're bombing, it's process. So just you might want to change your weapons so you've got all Mark 82s now.
Okay.
There was something I mentioned as we were going along, which obviously you were landing. So let me know when you've started and I'll explain it when you're ready to roll. I need to turn around anyway, so I'll go around, get into position. If you got any questions, Wood Striker, please feel free to ask. So what we've been doing today is CCIP. So we've gone through most, in fact all of the weapons types, but CCIP, which is your basic bombs, we're left to the end. So the first part was things that are going to be useful and which you're more likely to use, to be fair.
THX. CJS PCL said, in moving hope next month they'll get all hooked up.
Oh, right, okay, excellent. Star Citizen's been a bit of a shit show recently, has it not? Although I know some people who probably have gone now will disagree. But then again, that's what happens sometimes. You get used to it. And you just give it a bit of time and then jump back in again. I'll start streaming it again when it's a little bit better. Folks ban left and right. Oh yeah, well, you know, serves them right, to be fair. I noticed that one where that guy was going, oh no, you know, I've paid this much money to play this game. They hadn't, it was just all bullshit. All they're doing is buying and selling stuff.
Crash count 3, SC crash count 0.
I was waiting. I wasn't sure if you were still here, Camel. I was edging my bets. Look at that, I've got a follow today. Have you noticed my follow limit is on 5? I don't normally buy that. I was testing overlays and stuff. It does get rare for it to crash. Hang on 1 minute.
Well, I think it's the EAC button not staying up. Switch, sorry.
Has it?
It's all fully, it's at 4008 and it's flashing.
And did you hit nav?
Yes.
Right, and
I got. It's the only warning light on is the EAC and it won't stay up. I think we had to redo the alignment, didn't we, last time?
did you, the alignment follow, and it went all the way to 4008, and now it's static, and you've definitely got a nav on.
Nav has got an asterisk next to it.
Oh, right. Did you start it up again, or?
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
And it did realign. I waited for it.
That's what usually does it. It's related to the fact. Does it? Have you got anything telling you haven't got a SPI or anything on your TAD? If you go on your TAD, can you see a SPI? Or is it saying no SPI?
It says SPI off.
No, not on the top right. Just go on and select waypoint 1. And then go and have a look and see if you've got a SPI there.
Yeah, I can see where waypoint 1 is. It's no, actually.
It might be your SPI might be back where you were.
30 mile away DTS, 18 minutes.
So you can see it on your map, yeah?
On the HUD, I can see it on the map.
Okay. I don't know off the top of my head.
No, I don't. I think last time it happened, we had to realign.
It was realignment. It was an alignment problem because you'd jumped the gun a little bit and it hadn't got to thingamajig. So you may be able to just make sure it's switched off and restart alignment.
So switch off CDU and Eggy.
I suppose you can do, yeah. Not
CDU power.
No, you should be able to just press a button. I'm just looking under sys. And I think it's a... Pardon?
Ground? Commander ground alignment.
Yeah, go on then. That's the one. Or try it. See if it does it. It won't take long. Right, so have you got your weapons and everything else? And what I was going to say, Mr. Camel, yeah, was
I have a wheel. Most important part.
DCS crash count 3, SC crash count 0, DCS downtime because a patch came out or an update 0. Star Citizen downtime because a patch came out. 20 hours, was it? Was it 20 hours? I think it was 20 hours. Something like that.
D_Camel said, DCS run online server 0.
Oh dear. Actually, it does run online servers, which does go down sometimes, and then you can't log in. So they have a login server, which checks your accounts. To be fair. Anyway, right, sorry, we're just waiting, and then I'll try and demonstrate the 3.9. The chances of me doing the 5mm and getting that working is going to be very remote. You have to be really accurate. Right, let me know when you're ready so I can explain these bits to you.
Okay. Is it not good to explain now while
Let
I'm
me
waiting?
elaborate.
Yeah, I can do it now.
Game server 0.
Oh, I knew what you were saying, Mr. Wind Up. There was him who's never even played until a few months ago. Right, okay, so, you know, at the beginning, we have a menu.
Yeah. Bit test.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is on your IFC toggle on the lower left, which is the right of the 3 toggles, drop it down to the middle. So you're on the main menu.
Is this okay while it's aligning?
Probably.
You sounded so sure there.
Yeah, well, I don't normally do it then because I don't need to realign, so I wouldn't know.
Alright, let's try it. I've dropped it down to the middle.
Okay, so in your HUD you got main menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you see the first option is CCIP consent?
Option off, yeah.
Yes, option off. So using your data switch, if you click it once down, it says 5mm.
Data switch. It's data switch.
Toggle data. Rocker on your upfront. Yeah. Can you see it says 5mm?
Yeah.
Do it down again.
3.9.
3.9. Right. So when we were just dropping bombs, you could drop bombs, if you noticed, anytime you press the button. Doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter what you're aiming at, doesn't matter if there's a target or not. You proved it by doing it, yeah?
Yeah.
So to try and make these bombs more accurate, what it does is the first option is uses a 3.9 consent. Now, if you remember, when you come in to do CCRP, you see a pipper with a number 3 on the one side and a 9 on the other.
Yeah.
Well, what this does is you press and hold the button, I believe, because I haven't done it for so long, and there's a line, and that line has to pop through that 3.9 line, right, or through the horizontal line through the pipper before it drops the bomb. So you put the dot on your target and you hold the button and it'll move down, and when it cuts through the line, then that's where it drops the bomb, to try and make it more accurate. Okay, if you do data up, you see 5mm.
Yeah.
So instead of having the whole of the horizontal line in the middle of the pipper, it has a 5mm circle around the dot in the middle. And now you've got to drop the line through that dot in the middle before it drops your bomb.
Right.
Okay? Otherwise, it won't drop it. So in other words, you're saying, I'm going for this target, and it's forcing you to be really, really accurate.
Yeah.
Okay? The chances...
Worst nightmare.
It is, isn't it, actually? Yeah, there was a bit of an issue, wasn't there? I believe. 2 tanks, was it? The chances of you being that accurate to get a 5mm to work is a bit remote. So what I want you to do... Oh, I could imagine. So what I would do is leave it on normal or off for now until you've dropped a couple of bombs. Only drop them singularly. That's why I wanted you to put more bombs on. And when you've dropped a couple, normal, and you get the gist, then we'll try the 3.7 or 3.9 and then the 5mm, all right?
Okay.
That'll save you a bit of time. Okay, is everything ready? Don't forget to move the switch one notch back up
Yeah.
so your hood comes
So
back.
I've got ins nav ready, flashing. Now I press the nav button, yeah? Get the asterisks next to it instead of ground, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I press the EAC button, and it doesn't stay there.
Have you done the rest of it? Have you, I take it your eggy and thingamajiggies on the hood behind the joystick?
What?
You know, behind the joystick, is it
Oh no, I haven't. So Eggy and steer point.
right? And also, is your SAS forward all your SAS switches?
Yeah. Oh, they're staying there now. Okay.
There you go. It's probably still set to Haas, which is probably what happened.
It must have got reset hard, because
Yeah, when you had to switch it off. Okay, where are you on the thingamajig yet?
What now?
Are you at the runway?
No, I'm still parked. I'll come up.
Yeah, you can't go the other way because of the wind direction. And because it's so strong, it's going to make it really difficult to take off. Just go on a bit. Can you set your radio to 124, please?
Yeah, I think I've done that.
And I want to see, even though you're going to broadcast through TeamSpeak as well, can you just test it for me?
124 radio check.
Yeah, that's fine, thanks. It's because when I had to redo all the radio, the audio stuff yesterday, if you remember, I said on Saturday, if you remember me saying on Saturday, who's Hog 9? Is that you or me? If you remember, I said I've got to change everything. I've still got you broadcasting out of a different channel to the main game and that.
Okay.
In game comms. That's what I was checking. Jesus.
You don't want me moving.
What are you? Oh, is it tissue? Is it? Didn't like you moving.
Yeah.
Where are you flying right?
Only started since I started moving.
We were at Corks's, so what we're going to be doing, we've been looking at CCIP weapons. So we're going back up to this target area, which we use for weapons. Yeah, it usually tells you off, doesn't it? I'm surprised it's still going on, considering we're not on the ATC channel. So we're just going back up to the target area. This is quite a simple mission. I'll try and explain while it's doing what it's doing. Let me pop these back over there. Right. What am I selected to? Mission. Okay. So with this particular mission, if I jump into the briefing, it's absolutely brilliant for when you're learning and when you're teaching. Ah, you're the second person to ask me that. I haven't really looked into it that much. The person to ask is Camel, who spoke just above you. He's been looking into it and was saying how good it looks, etc., etc. But I can't keep on top of all the things that are coming out, to be honest. And he said it's an updated F14, that's all I know. I haven't really spent any time on it.
Looks amazing.
So for the others, this mission basically is excellent for when you're learning, because you can set up all these easy missions. All right, bear with me, 2 ticks. Oh, it's stopped now. Good. I'm just explaining the mission. So you've got a number of missions.
K version F14.
You've got about 5 different mission types in here, and these are easy, where you'll have a tiny bit of anti-air, nothing major. Over on the medium, then it'll be a little bit harder, okay? When you get to hard here, you're going to get some basic SAMs. When you get to very hard, you'll get SA-10s, maybe SA-11s. You've also got strike missions, which have usually got SAMs in there as well. And you've got an area for helicopter missions. Each area has about 4 or 5 missions if you look.
I'm super excited for Friday because F100.
Oh, is it Friday it's coming out? I did wonder. You've also got, that looks quite interesting. I've seen more of that. Easy, medium, hard. Now you can choose whether and what the mission you're going to do with the F10 menu, or you can just fly into one of these zones and it'll start a random one off. These are the strikes. These are the helicopter mission stages, as it tells you here. It gives you very good briefings of everything. You've got road landing here for the Vigans. These are what the strike missions are. This is just go and blow that up, just blow the bridge, just blow that up and get rid of the carrier. Oh, this is just training at the moment. It's my emergency server and it'll only be on for a short while. This one, it's just what I use for training. But the mission's really good when you're learning. What we tend to do with this when we're learning is you do everything but the thing that finishes the mission. So you have to wipe out everything before you blow the thing up, if you see what I mean. It's really good. There's slinging in there for the helicopters. This particular crash site mission is excellent. You just take a group of helicopters, you pick up some pilots, you fly them back to hospital. But it's not that simple. Let's have a look what else. These are all the alloys, so you've got everything. This is quite an old mission at the moment. You'd have to get the latest version. And then it goes through all the different missions, and it also shows you all the threats. So you've got absolutely everything in there. And it's really good for practicing, to be honest. There's no wind on the original. I did add a bit. Okay, right. Sorry about that. You ready?
Yeah, let's have a go.
Right. Okay, 3301 taking active 27 Krasnodar Central. Right. Don't go too fast when you're flying. One thing I keep forgetting to do is putting my lights on. So my taxi lights, I'm always forgetting them. This is going to be shouting at us all the way of take-up.
It's something I've been struggling with.
To be honest, we don't use proper comms. We can do, but I know some servers are a little bit funny on it. So if you look, I think Ralphie dude, he did do something with some basic comms, especially for coming in and landing and taking off. The main thing I do is alert people to the fact I'm coming onto the runway, and also inform people when I'm coming in. Which direction and that I don't fundamentally bother with. I don't tend to fly on other people's servers. I used to fly in a wing, so it was really strict. But rather than sort of sometimes put some people off, I'd rather be a little bit more inclusive and be a little bit relaxed about some of the aspects of it. Whereas some of the servers you go onto, you'll definitely need to do a bit more. But have a look for Ralphie dude, and have a look for something like DCS basic radio comms or brevity. Okay, and that might help you out. Okay, as before, only this time we'll go straight over to the target. We'll get some height so we can go through the motions. Okay.
Okay.
Run it up to 80. One in the green.
in the green.
Okay, going forwards, brakes, rolling. Right. So I'm just waiting till I get to 70, switch off my nose wheel steering because now there's enough airflow over the rudder. Start pulling back at round about 130, give it some back pressure. As soon as we're up in the air, we're just going to blow to the right because it is windy. You can see how windy it is in this. The hood's pushed over. Unlike the F18, there isn't anything to stop that. Okay, I'm going to start turning right. If you chain left. 5-degree climb, by the way, usual thing. It's so quiet when it stops.
I've still got issues with the wheel.
Not the same thing.
That's the front wheel now.
Is it? What speed did you lift off by?
140?
That should be fine.
No.
How's the handling?
Terrible. That's how I do it.
Oh, for God's sake. The problem is with repair, to be fair, is it doesn't always repair. Doesn't do a brilliant job, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
sometimes it's better to just get another plane. Alright. What's happened there? Let's bring this. My autopilot isn't working. Great, my autopilot's not working now. It's one of those days, isn't it?
I have no chance to get an autopilot.
Yeah, it won't hold it, will it? Oh well, I'll just trim it in.
Having to fly at an angle just to stay straight.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Right, this is gimbal rolling, so we're just going to put it onto BS. Hit the bullshit button. Right. If I go function and mark, it should. There we go. That's my mark from before. Go into TAD. Also, I need to. There we go. I've put the speed back over there, and that's the mark point I created earlier. So here's your target. We don't need this in terms of dropping these bombs. You don't need any guidance or anything like that. It just basically provides us with a useful pointer reference, and then we'll go the far end and fly back down this line. So what's happened, the ones that are blown up have moved on, and then the others have closed up. So we've got a good line of targets. Now I've already gone through the normal manual press the button and a bomb drops, and pointing reference, look, I can just should be able to, so press the button, bombs dropped off. Okay, so it is fairly inaccurate. So I've gone through that, I've gone through the dive, we've got the pipper, I've taken out some of the targets. How's it going now?
If I let go of my wheel,
Your wheel? You're steering with a wheel?
could be if I let go of my stick, it's just all over the place. I'm literally having to hold my stick like left, just to go straight.
Ah, that's why that's not working. Right, mine wasn't working because my EAC had reset when I stopped, when I come down.
It does that when you land.
Yeah, it resets. So I'm just going to go off left to the targets, come back down this road, and I'll try and show you the 3-7. So normal, right, if we go down, let's switch this to CCIP. If we go down, right, as I said before, we'll start to get a pipper. Or we should do, there it is. But the pipper's right the way down here at the moment. Got a line, there's the pipper. That's where the bombs would drop, right?
They're not like a manual
Pull up.
thing to get rid of the wheel.
No. You mean like a hand pump?
Yeah. Pulley system or something.
There might be, I can't remember if there is a pump, but not in this because this is designed usually so that it will land with the wheels up, because the wheels all stick out a little bit. So if you've got a problem, you don't bring the wheels down, you land without. Usually you can put it away though. I'm surprised it's done that.
So it was the right wheel, now it's the front wheel.
I wonder if it's just you a bit, manhandling it when you take off.
No.
Bit rough.
No.
So,
I've never had this happen. In all my takeoffs.
oh right, I'm glad you clarified that. So we'll see the targets, look, they're on this road over here. You don't need to go really high to be able to do this, but you've also got to remember you're dropping bombs. You've also got to remember you're dropping bombs and you don't want to be too close to them when they go off. If you heard, there is you get a message saying pull up when you drop a bomb, because it sees it as the ground. And I have seen cases where people have come down diving, especially with the ones with the balloons on, the parachutes, where they blow themselves up by flying into their own bombs. And it does happen. Right, the balloon ones, which you haven't got at the moment, right, you can only drop them when it's on tail fusing. Otherwise, it'll drop like a normal Mark 82.
Okay.
We'll get round to dropping them at some point, but I just thought I'd save you a bit of time. Also need to drink my cup of tea before it gets cold. And do you want to go first? Because basically the enemy have tidied everything up, so that there's a nice little line of targets again, all tight together. So if you want to fly behind the town, line yourself up, right, just flying horizontally, and don't start to dive until, right, you just pass that town. So keep level and then dive really steep once you pass the little town, and that'll bring you onto the targets, which I'm just going past now. Let's pause my head tracking so it doesn't go up when I drink my tea.
I don't need to set up any of the DMS again, do I?
You should have. Have you got a little white box on the bottom right?
No, but I mean like.
You mean the profile?
And all that.
No. We just you've got 3, 6. You got 12 bombs. So just do the first couple manually, and just try it out as you fly over. Right?
Why does it say empty?
It what?
It's empty.
What do you mean it's empty?
It says on the house empty.
Oh, right, manual.
Above STPI, it says empty.
I'm not sure what that is.
Arm. So in between arm and STPT, it says empty.
Right, I'm going on 10,500 orbit.
Okay.
So, as I was saying, just go past the town. Go enough past it and then line yourself up with the road. I can see you just coming past it now. Because if you're turning, right, that pipper's going to be all over the place. You know when you're in a P51 and you've got the lead pip on, the KO14, yeah? You know what I mean? You know the way it jiggles around depending what you're doing? Okay. Yeah, you know the pipper in the in Star Citizen, the way it jiggles around? Right, it's the same sort of situation. So you want to get yourself nice and level, get everything nice and aligned, and then dive. Town is on your right shoulder, so give yourself some distance like before, and then dive. Get a nice line down the road that's going just past the town, I think. And then dive down. Yeah, there's a road, so you can use that other road to align. Make sure your head helmet mounted queuing sight is on, and that way around you'll be able to use that as a reference. And then once you've done that, we'll try the 3.7 and 5mm. What speed am I going? Okay, that's all right. Slow down a bit. It's funny how you're having fun with your wheels today, isn't it? So use the road, as I said, once you get into the right place, you'll see the road beneath you. Or look out the corner of your hood so you can see the road, and then do a right turn and line yourself up. But did you say at first you start diving too early? Because it does seem logical, you've got to start diving, but you end up, you'd hit the floor before you got there. It's all eyes, yeah. Yeah, well, just use that line, right? And you want that line straight down the road if you can do it. Okay, so you should be hanging in a turn now, and should be able to get level, or you want to get level before you get there. And then wait till you've gone past the town. Okay, that's alright, you're alright. Just get nice and level. A little bit more right. Just use rudders, don't turn the plane. There you go, slow down. And then just go and have a look. I think you might be over a bit. But then wait until you've passed the dive before you, past the town before you dive. And you're coming onto the target. Okay, just get in the dive quick, just so you can see your pipper. Don't forget your doodads, speed brakes. Just do master mode then quick. Pull up, pull up. Right, just go around, try again. For those that have just joined, the front wheel isn't intentionally out. Okay, yeah, don't worry if you've got two different lots, as long as it's left at the same fusing, they'll just drop the same. So you'll probably drop the two pylons first and then you have to switch to the other two pylons. Right, you are quite low by the way. There was a radio control model you can buy for about 800 or 900 quid of this with nav lights, a glowy gun when it fires and makes a noise, and I think also anti-collision lights. You know the markers, yeah. It wasn't, it was quite surprising, yeah. No, you got a bit of floor. So I have to check, sometimes I go back, my plane's like gone. You can understand now why you don't see a lot of people on CCIP. Yeah. Yeah, I would fly over the town before you start diving. Here, 404. Yeah, I've been doing A10 C teaching over the past few weeks on every other Wednesday. The thing is, on the missions that we do, when you go up in an A10 C, the chances are you'll be shot down. Hence why we're using helicopters a lot. But I can still fly the A10 C, I still know my way around it. Oh no, that's... I know, that's not me. This is the person I'm teaching, here's me. Flying silently over here. But we've had a problem with the gear on the other one, but one of the right legs were down, went back, did a repair, and took off, and why that gear's down I don't know. Whether the repair didn't work right, but it might be okay for them to try doing what we're doing. It's just lining up. You see this town with a road? So yeah, you want to be hanging your right, get a nice line, nice and smooth. Get the road running down the middle of your plane if you can. If you can't, don't worry. Yeah, turn right. Wait till you go past the town. You want to go over the town. Just keep going slightly right. Wait till you go... Pardon? No. Now dive. Steep. Now. Air brakes, everything. Dive. Bit slow, but you'll get the gist. Saw your bombs, okay, but they're way out. That would have been good had you have had the full line. But you see what I mean about them being inaccurate? Because literally all you got to do is press the button. Yeah, I know what you mean. I had a credit card once. I don't have a credit card now. In fact, I don't think I owe anybody any money.
So, well, it doesn't help that I'm fighting the plane because of noise, really.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's not ideal. It's not in the manual about trying to do it. Right, so what I'm going to try and do is use the 3.7. Probably badly. And again, you really have to be lined up nicely for it to work. So, as I was explaining earlier, if we move this down one notch, you can change the consent. And sorry, 3.9, not 3.7. What sort of clock's that? And it sort of forces you to be more accurate. So what I'm going to do is come along, make sure I've got the bombs. Mark 82. Have I got those? I didn't think I had. Let's select this. Weapons off, Mark 82s. Should be in CCIP. There's the target. So I'm going to line on the road. We don't need the speed or anything like that. A little bit off here. Try and turn a little bit more. There's my bomb pipper. Right. Going down.
It was my hoter's monies. I don't really need the thing right now, but I really want it right now.
Oh, I know what you mean. There's the line.
Pull up. Pull up.
Well, I dropped some bombs, but not in the way I thought. And obviously blew something up. I wonder if it's... No, I've got 3 9s. Didn't see the 3-9 line. Let's try that again. Oh wow, how many did I drop? Oh, don't tell me that's still set to drop in pairs. Just 1 minute. Yeah, it looks like I might still have those singles. I haven't got any of those left. They're all on singles either way. Nope, it kept them as it kept them. If you remember when I did it before, I never reset that. That's why I lost most of my bombs there. Okay, and let's just check down here. Move this down one. Get to the menu. Consent. Let's move it to 5mm. See, oh, where's 5mm? There it is. So why? That's better. Let's see if this makes a difference. Right. Tells me it's 5mm there. Let's see if we can see the 5mm line this time. Where's my target? Okay.
Warning, autopilot.
Shut your hole. That was a bit of an awful turn, but now if you're gonna fly with a CBU 97, if you think about it, diving down and dropping a CBU 97 is going to be more accurate, isn't it, than trying CCRP with it.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do with a CBU 97, leaving it in CCRP, is go as fast as you can and then pop up, and as you pop up, hit the button and pop it over a ridge. So if you think of that airbase that we've got to do after Sunny,
Yeah.
oops,
There's a nice ridge there.
yeah. If you just stick a couple of CBU 97s on and go hell for leather at the ridge and then pull up, you pop it just over the hill, but you've got to obviously turn out and get down again quickly. If that makes sense. So you can't do that with CCRP, but you can with CCIP. Right, so I'm just coming in for one more run and see if I can see the right thing this time.
I did it on the way through the other way.
That's fine, doesn't matter which way. It's just, at the moment, it's a case of giving you the space to be aligned. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I didn't even have the bomb reticle, or whatever it's called.
It's a reticle, not a rectum call.
Yeah. Okay, a reticle. I just knew I was above it, and I just let bombs go.
Is that what you did? That's not the way to do it.
Hey, I hit stuff. It's what I've done all day.
It's not the easiest of things to do, is it?
No, but I suppose with practice, like everything else.
Yeah, definitely, it's practice. Ignore the speed, it really isn't used. See the way the bomb pipper's off because of where I am. Come on.
Pull up. Pull up.
It's not dropped anything. Oh, it did.
Altitude. Altitude.
I don't know whether... I don't think my 5mm thing is working the way it should. Anyway, you get the gist, but you are going to have to practice.
Yeah.
Have I got a smoky engine here? I've got a slight issue with my MFCDs. I think they chopped me a bit more this time. I don't think I'll get any bombs left. Nope. Right, do you want to land and call it there?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a bit tricky, and you need to practice it. You got 2 weeks. You'll be an expert next time. So in 2 weeks, then, do you want to do ILS? It's a bit more relaxed. ILS.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. It can only go as bad as today, can't it?
No, it can go worse.
I suppose, yeah. I haven't crashed yet.
Yeah, that is a bit of an issue. Right, so let's find our way back. Should already have this set for where I'm going. Let's... Can I go CDU on here? Yes, I can.
Hello. I've got a question.
Yeah, sure.
A Maverick with that damage.
To use a Maverick with that damage in terms of what was just happening, or what is it you're asking? With the damage that just happened there? It depends where you drop it, and also I think there's a couple of Mavericks which are a little bit bigger, a bigger payload. I can't remember the name of them.
Being down seemed to prevent me from locking on with the Maverick the other day.
Well, at the moment we've got no TGP, so one of the things I could do if I'd got a Maverick, I see what you mean, is use this other screen. These buttons on the bottom, right? The MFCD itself won't stop you locking on with a Maverick, but it depends what else has gone. For instance, if I haven't got... Oh, I've got one thing left. If I press and hold this, right, I can make this side here TGP, and then a Maverick. So if I hit that, look, now I've got my TGP back. So what I would do if I'd lost an MFCD, which it looks like I have, is use this side here. Let's get this back. And I would use this, right, to find my target, and then switch over to this if I'd got a Maverick, and it should work fine as long as your TGP itself isn't damaged. So just the fact this has gone off doesn't mean to say that your TGP is damaged. In my case, the TGP looks fine. It's just the aircraft has caught a few bullet holes. Do you see what I mean? So it might be that your TGP went, not so much your Maverick. Sorry, not so much just the screen. Your doodad as well, your TGP may have been damaged. You can, with the AGM 65D, fly without a TGP as well.
Although my SPI was on my target and the Maverick simply wouldn't lock.
Okay. So did you get any sort of message? And I might be losing fuel and stuff. Yeah, looks like it. The other thing to be aware of, when you got an AGM 65D, right, when you're coming up towards the targets, you'll see your thingamajig. You can move that around and then hold TMS up long and it'll air stabilise. And then when you let go, I think if you move it bottom, you'll get a lock on to something else. It'll lock on. So you can actually get away without using the TGP with a Maverick 65D. You can air stabilise it and ground stabilise it, and it'll just lock onto something. I think you can steer it around and then get it to lock on without the TGP. I've never used it, but you can do it. I've got to go because I'm going to crash. Let me go to nav. Let me change com here. I can make this the CDU as well. There it is. So I put that there. Select it. Divert. Krasnodar. Central. That's already set. So, what have you done? You've crashed.
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh dear.
What happened?
I blew something up in the bottom.
What? When you were landing? Oh, you blew yourself up?
Yeah. I was going in for another attack, and I let go of the bomb.
And then flew into it? Yeah. Did you get a warning just before?
No.
Saying pull up?
No. I just heard bang.
Yeah, I was explaining earlier to people that it's possible to fly into your bomb sometimes, which if you were going too fast, you may have flown past and into it as it was dropping.
It's very difficult to try and get past town to be able to do.
Yeah.
14B for a beginner.
Yeah,
Whilst I wait for the Super Saver.
F14B for the beginner.
River Dragon
I lose 100 points.
So you could ground stabilize Mavs on points other than your SPI. I know they can do that in the F16, but I never figured that out in the A10.
Yeah, I haven't really done it. You can you can air stabilise them and ground stabilise them. So you can. I mean, the Maverick in the 16 is it a Maverick 65D? We're 50 miles away, and I think my fuel.
65D, H, and large warhead variants.
Okay, so 65DH is subtly different. With that one, you can use force correlation when you're on here. I'm imagining you can with the 16. I don't know. As far as recommending the F14B for a beginner, to be honest, the best beginners, unless you've got a very specific, the best beginners aircraft is the F18. If you've already got that, that's fine. But just work on the basis that if you've got a single person plane, then there's only yourself you need to rely on. If you've got a two-person plane, you need AI, and I don't know how good AI is in the F14 at all. I know what it's like in the Apache, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I don't know enough about it. I would not be qualified to answer that question. Fundamentally, you can get what you want, but I would never recommend getting more than one plane at a time. And because the trouble is the control systems and the names sometimes are quite different, but do the same thing, and it gets incredibly confusing. And I don't know whether the F14 will be on the free trial stuff, but if it is, it depends how long it takes before it gets there. It'll be worth trying out. Gonna go down here a little bit. My fuel's gone down a lot on one side, have you noticed? Although I've still got a lot of fuel, I'm not too bothered about that, but I suspect I'm losing fuel. What range? We've got 37 miles. Yeah, look, see the wing is quite shot up, so it's leaked fuel. It's got lots of stickers on it. What I mean by stickers is the fact that the bullet holes are usually decals, so they're like, think of those plastic stickers you can stick on, do you know what I mean? Some of the holes you get will literally be holes through the plane, but some of these little things are like stickers.
Stabilizing maps in the F16, they will simply ground stabilize whenever they have been slewed to.
Oh yeah.
Not in ball mode.
I think the ground stabilise on the A10's TMS aft, but you can do as I said, an air stabilise, so you can actually get it to a target without using the TGP. Remember that the 65D is just looking for contrast.
I find this makes engaging groups of targets very easy, so I would very much like to be able to do it in the A10.
Yeah, you can move the seeker around and lock it, but it's just looking for contrast. That's the main thing. Your SPI or your targeting pod really is there for it as a point of reference to look at, a little bit more accurate than doing it by hand, but it's possible. Right, I'm 24 mile away. That should be straight down the runway from here, according to this. So that's the base. The arrowhead and the tail is the runway. This is the deviation, but because I was just flying across, I've lined that up. We're not flying too high. I'm okay at this line.
Love the F14 though, but I guess you are right with being at a double-seater.
You just wait until it's come out. You might save a little bit of money and buy, you know, what is it, $10 maybe? Just wait for it to come out and see what the AI is like. But if it's your first plane, you'll get more value out of an F18 because you've got very good air-to-air, very good air-to-ground, very good carrier. Now, the F14, I would imagine, is carrier too. But it's an unknown quantity till it's out, I guess. It'll be, well, it depends who's making it. The Eagle Dynamics stuff tends to be in early access for years, and I mean years, before it's actually on full release. was going to say, have you landed yet?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, sorry, you landed into the missile, didn't you? I'm losing fuel, quite a bit of fuel on the one side.
Yeah.
But I'll be in soon. What are my wheels like? You always need to get someone to check your wheels, or I'll do it myself. What you don't want is your wheels shredded and then you take them out to land, because you end up with 3 metal spikes.
Yeah, when I landed the first time with one busted wheel, it definitely was scraping.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Digs in, doesn't it? So you can see there's the runway, and you can see I'm not too far out. So all right then, we'll do ILS next. I've got a couple of missions I set up for it. One of them is a dry run of it, and I'll have to check them out to make sure A, they still work, and B, with all the cloud changes and the weather changes, that it functions as it should.
Okay.
Right. Oh, let's change that back to nav. A little bit too high for where I am. Slow down. Drop my height. But yeah, give it a go and see how you get on with those. And as I said, a lot of missions make it difficult, but there's quite a few convoys, isn't there, going round on Saturday?
Yeah, but they've also got a really good anti-air, haven't they? You asked Pup.
Did Pup find out the hard way, did he?
Yeah. So did Yam, I think. In the 16.
Yeah, I want to... Well, last time I just about landed and dropped off a Vulcan and supplies, and that was it. That's when the mission died.
Yeah.
See, it's a little bit windy here. Very strong left to right. So, putting my feet on my rudder.
Nipper_G said, morning.
Hey, Nipper. How are you? Still morning, is it? Right. What you been doing? We'll be streaming more A10 stuff in 2 weeks' time. And we'll be doing ILS. So if you want to join in, if you can fly the A10 but you've not done ILS, feel free. We'll be going a dry run in normal weather. Oh yeah. I had one, I say, I had a cramp one night. We'd moved house. It took us around about 24 hours to move house ourselves. And it's humping stuff and doing everything. And eventually I had a shower, got to bed, lying in bed. And I have a nasty habit of stretching my toes. And instantly I got cramp in the back of both calf muscles at the same time. I knocked my other half out of bed just so I could get out of bed. I went the wrong side, but I was in agony. Ended up on the floor, couldn't stand up, and she thought I was having a heart attack. And then that made me laugh, which made it worse because my legs were just solid, you know what I mean? That's where I get cramp, if anyway. But it was funny to watch, but man, was it painful. And as you say, it doesn't just dissipate, it's painful all day long. It's like someone's kicked you in the muscles, isn't it? Well, this is the first time I've ever come back by myself.
Is it?
Yeah, you're normally with me.
I am, yeah. I thought you
I
meant
think
ever.
the
I was going to say,
contract
am I the first person who's blown up and let you come back when you're 8? Now I feel bad.
Oh, the calf and neck. Right, thank you very much for watching today. I'll have a look and pass you guys on. Let's see who I can find. Oh, better open the thing first. Get the ladders out.
Thank you for the follow to be reckless.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for the follow.
So I'll be streaming on Saturday where we're doing an everlasting mission. It's nearly always helicopters. But in 2 weeks I'll be doing part 6. Better move this over. Is this going to cause a big screen? Shift is still going. So I know some of you are already with Shifty at the moment, and we'll have us open in 2 different screens. But nonetheless, I shall raid Shifty, as is the norm. So thank you very much for watching. I'll wait till we're over. And I'll catch you again possibly in 2 weeks or on Saturday. Cheers all, thanks for watching and goodbye.